first carry now. This is Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This time they'll throw it with Vick. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Vick. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Michael Vick. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Vick readies to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Vernon Davis from 4 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. From midfield now, Marino. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
They go play action here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here we go again with Marino. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
Third and goal, Marino. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And fights through one man. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Leopard! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw again is Marino. And that is incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
That could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd down, Vick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Right 20! Right 20!
They will indeed go for it. Vick. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. on second down. Here's Marino. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On third down, here's Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And McManus able to put it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Vic on second down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Vic. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Eagle. Alpha. On.
Here goes Vic on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Gone.
After the interception, here's Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. So here's Vic following the interception. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown, 83 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go